I already did.
I've been told to call FBI and all this other stuff, which I'm thinking about doing, which most likely I probably will because I can't get some stupid, idiotic fool to shut his mouth. However, with that being said, I want some answers to some questions I got for you, Emo. When you were in the chat when I was doing live earlier, you were using emo metal underscore 59. Now, that was the one that you accused Autumn of making. That's odd. That's really odd. And you want to know what else? So uses it too. Now, let me ask you this. How can both of you use that account when you blamed Autumn for it? She can't, can she? You're the only one that has passwords to it. Now, the funny part of it is you keep accusing her of all this shit, then you post all these dirty pictures and everything else on your YouTube channel on the emo metal underscore 59. That's kind of odd on your part, now, isn't it? Think about it. Real strange. Cops would think that too, They would. And then whenever you told her you was going to commit suicide, she said she didn't care. It's not that she doesn't care. You pissed her off, and that's why she said it. Thing of it is, somebody was like, Benton was saying that's no excuse. Okay, Benton, go listen to the live I did earlier. I recorded Emo's live while he was doing it on my live. He popped off and said that he was going to murder Piccolo. I got that on my live. He didn't care. He didn't care if he went to jail and all this other shit. Emo was saying this about himself. He didn't care. Then he said he was stealing shit. Okay. So he sold $200 from some guy saying that Autumn had bipolar and she was in the hospital, which that was a fucking lie. And you know better than that, dude. Now think about that one. Now, if the cops ask you about something like that, dude, what are you going to tell them? You going to tell them the lie that Emo told, or you going to tell them the truth? And you remember one thing, whenever they were accusing you of everything, I gave you the shadow of the doubt. Remember, or did you forget? See, with that being said, there's something not clicking in your brain. You need to go back and watch that video I did earlier. There was two of them. I had to cut one off by accident, and the other one I cut completely off because I was done anyway. But with that being said, I want you to understand something. You guys are being used by Emo. You know this, right? You know it. And the funny part of it is, you're going to find out too late that he's using you. Now, that being said, too, I got to check it in a bunch of other shit, too. In Virtual 88, you're going after my daughter again. And for what reason? She didn't do anything to you. She cannot stand you. She don't like you. She don't want anything to do with you. She tries to block you and everything else in between. But yet you kept going after her. But yet I got a video on my playlist about you popping off that you just couldn't handle shit no more. And you were sexualized. By who, punk? By who? That don't make any sense. And then all of a sudden, you had to leave. You said that your parents said that. And your therapist. That don't make a hell of a lot of sense either. But then you're back online again, aren't you? Harassing my daughter, being a pain in the fucking ass toward her. She's not done nothing to you. You just want to be a fucking punk. Should I post your picture on my YouTube channel? Because I can. And that little mustache that you have, smack that motherfucker off your face. It looks like a small tarantula. All right? I'm not joking here. It looks like you got a big ass fucking spider on your face. What? I know. And then the rest of you, I don't know about you. You guys are all weird. And if you like this kind of talking among yourselves. Don't go keep attacking my daughter. She's not doing anything to you. She's trying to hide you. block you, and whatever it takes. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing to stay away from you. But yet you keep going after her. Why can't you go after me? It doesn't make any sense. You guys say that she's being a coward. No, I read everything, all right? Everything pops up on my screen. And that's something you don't get. Just like emo earlier from the emo metal underscore 59 account. Posted a picture of him laying in a bed saying that he was hiding from me and was waiting on Autumn. That's fucking disgusting, man. You know, and people like that need to be put in a prison cell. They do. But I got something better because I asked about it and we can't do it because they won't do it. Government will not do it for me. But I wish they would because they'd probably teach you motherfuckers a lesson. See, they use a place called the Alcatraz Everglades or whatever it was. And that's where they were sticking the illegal immigrants. I don't think they should have stuck them there. I really don't. But what I do believe is when people like you get caught and you get in trouble for all this shit, that's a place where you need to be. Because then you have to deal with alligators, you have to deal with poisonous snakes, and you have to deal with leeches and all kinds of crazy shit. And maybe for a change, it might scare you so bad you might change your tune a little bit. See, I tried to get this open, but they won't let me, unfortunately. But see, you guys need to be put in a place to where it's kind of dangerous for yourselves. So you could stop and think. I can't. Yeah, fuck it. So you guys can stop and think about what you're doing. Not only are you trying to ruin my daughter, she didn't do nothing to you. And Benton, I did give you the shadow of a doubt, you fucking little idiot. But yet you're going after her. Why? Because you're not a fucking man. You're a damn mouse just like the rest of these fucking retards. And yes, I said what I said, and I don't care.
You better apologize to my country.
I'm not apologizing in no country. Because when you threaten to fucking kidnap my daughter and sell her, that's trafficking, bastard. I don't have to do shit. When you guys don't realize the shit you're going to get into, because I am going to turn all this over to FBI in the next few days. When you guys get phone calls, when you guys get anything, it's all on you. Because why does it take about 6 or 7 men, supposed to be men, that go after my kid? Huh? Why? One girl, you guys gang up on her.
Guess who showed up?
I don't care, Autumn.
Wendy Ho did.
I don't care, Wendy Ho. You better keep your mouth shut too. Because I don't have some nice things to say about you either.
Want me to hide him?
No, leaving. I'm not afraid of you people. I get sick of this shit. You will not leave my kid alone, and all she's doing is trying to hide you, block you, and everything else in between. So there won't be no fussing, fighting, or anything else. But you guys choose to keep going after her. Wendy Ho. Go to emo metal underscore 59 and see all the shit that emo guy has posted. And then the shit that other fucker, that Sunil Jeet Nayak or whatever his name is, posted on there about kidnapping her, selling her, and taking her to India. Go. You think I'm lying? I got all the screenshots and I posted it. In fact, that Snow dude has a criminal record. I had that and I posted it, but he got it taken down, but I can repost it because it said at the bottom of it is to share. And there's really nothing they can do about it. Thing of it is, I'm getting sick and tired of this shit. Autumn can't be online and have fun. She can't do anything without guys. What is it with you men? Oh, I forgot. You guys are not men. Your dicks are tucked between your legs and you run like little bitches when I get on here and throw an absolute fucking fit. Don't you? I get tired of this stuff. You can say it to her and you think, oh, blah, blah, blah. But when I get on here, you guys want to run and hide. Fucking talk about me, bitches. You got something to say it to my face, motherfuckers. Because I get sick of you. And it's bad whenever it takes 5 or 6 guys to attack one girl. And it's sickening because it shows that you have no real life relationships. It shows that you cannot be trusted. You cannot have anything. Because you guys act this way online and you think it's fun and all shits, kicks, and giggles. And then when you're faced off with it, like I'm facing you off with it now, you'll run and tuck tail and throw a fit about me for a few minutes, and then I don't hear no more out of you. Well, answer this for me. Why doesn't you guys feel like, or like 5 or 6 of you that have to gang up on her? Why? Because you're cunts. And I'm being honest. You're cunts. See, I don't believe in the gender reassignment shit and all that kind of stuff, but there's like about 5 of you that need to go get that done to make you real cunts. That's no fucking joke. You think I'm laughing about all this? No, I'm not. I'm mad. I'm mad as fucking hell. I have never been this mad in all my motherfucking life. There's only one other person that pissed me off like this, and I actually went to their house and he pointed a gun in my fucking head. And do you think I cared? No, I didn't. Because he was asking Autumn shit that he shouldn't have been asking, so I went to go prove a point. He said that he had a gun pointed at my head. I told him to pull the motherfucking trigger. But he chickened out too. You want to keep on being the chicken? Let's do this. Because I'm not afraid of you. And you guys say, oh, you're afraid. No, I'm not. I faced off bigger and badder than you. And Emo, this shit with you's going to stop. Because I am going to call the police station in your fucking hometown. I'm going to talk to them and I'm going to tell them I need their email and I'm going to send all this shit to them. And tell them they need to go out and talk to you. I'm done with it. Then once you get in trouble for this shit, I hope they put your ass in jail. At least for a few nights anyway. And with the worst criminals imaginable. Because that way, maybe you might have to have a wake-up call. Somebody knock the shit out of you while you're in there. I'm not joking here. You guys think it's all fucking fun and games. But it's not. Because there's like 3 or 4 of you right now that are going to get in trouble because of the stuff that was said about they were going to kidnap her, sell her off to an old man in another country, and then they was going to ship her off into another country. And when to help before you get on there and say they're just beefing and all that kind of stuff. No. I take that shit personal. I take it for real. All right. Just to let you understand something. Because somebody did try to take my kid one time. And I beat the fucking brakes off that motherfucker. See, there are things about me that you don't know and you don't really want to know. You understand me? The gun that was pointed at my head, somebody tried to kidnap my kid, I fought tooth and nail. And I won't stop. Just because she's my daughter and she is an adult. That's what you dumb fuckers say. She has nobody in her corner but me, except for a few others. You got something to say about it? Let's go. Or are you chicken shit to say anything? Because right now, all this is leading into trafficking and all that kind of shit. And Emo posted them kind of pictures that you do. Or so no, I'm telling you right now, they'll look at it as that. They will look at it as that. Especially with it all being typed up. And so no, you've already got a criminal record. Lasciviousness, lewdness, and assault.
To be honest, Mom, I think Japan is actually a very nice country for gaming. And I respect that.
But I'm not going to put up with no more shit. I won't. I'm done with it. You know, I hate being on here and making lives and shit because I've got better things to do than sit here and do this. But when you got 4 or 5 stupid men going after my kid for no reason, because she tries to block, hide, and everything else, you guys, to leave her alone so she can do her own thing. All she likes to do is draw and play games on here. That's it. And she doesn't really do anything else. And the sad thing of it is, all you guys want to do is try to ruin her. But you're ruining yourselves. Okay, there is a God. I want you to understand that too. He's watching everything that you're doing, and trust me, karma is going to suck for you guys. You're going to wind up in jail. Somebody's going to end up knocking the shit out of you. Or something, because you're saying stuff like this to people. Not just my daughter, it's other people. And when you told that guy today, and I got it recorded, that you wanted to murder him, that's exactly the words you used. You wanted to murder. You guys got to stop and think about the consequences of everything that you're saying. You remember, dummies, every fucking one of you. This goes digital. That means they can find you in a fucking heartbeat. You remember that. It's what you fucking voted for in this country. And I don't like the other fucker that was running the country either. They're all stupid. We ought to go back to the old Wild West days. You guys get caught doing this, you get taken out and get shot in the leg over it. Ain't no joke. Just sick of it all. I really am.
Worst of all, Vanny's in Benton Stream too.
Who?
Vanny.
I don't know who that is. I don't care.
DNA's wife?
I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck about people. I'm done. And I want you all to know that. The thing of it is, go listen to my live from earlier. You will hear Emo saying that he wanted to murder another man. Take your phone with you. I'm not joking. You know, you guys act like little dogs that are in heat chasing after my kid. They're just like fucked up stupid too. Who's a scaredy cat? You are? You know, the funny thing of it is, you guys, I admit that I hate people. And it's not just people that are because that they're humans. I hate it because of the thoughts, the shit that runs through your heads when you're doing all this stuff.
Zach lost it again. I don't know where the lighter is.
Oh, I got it.
You should have told me.
I thought I'd take it back to him here. Take it back to him though.
Anime Active Emily wants me to apologize to Sonic Gaming Hub.
No, she will not. They started it. They need to leave Autumn alone. The only reason why Bitten's going after her right now is because he's buddies with Emo. So stop and think about that one for a minute. He was all fine and dandy with her a couple months ago. Now all of a sudden he hates her. Why?
Hey, Bear. Wendy was watching live while he is making a live stream.
I don't give a fuck. Make that live stream, bitch. They don't give. You guys think I'm scared of you? You think I'm worried about you? No. But whenever it's all guys ganging up on one girl, it makes it look extremely sickening. You know what I mean? Think about that. And besides, when it takes 5 or 6 guys to gang up on one girl, it's because they're weak-minded. They're weak. That's the truth, though. That is the truth. You're very weak men that will never amount to shit because that you have to pick on a woman. That's crazy. You know, the sad part of it is, I wish I could magically appear right before every single one of you.
More like people going at people with disabilities too.
Emo has a disability and he's doing it because he likes you. He's liked you for a long time. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He used all these fake girlfriends on here to try to make you jealous. He don't have one. He's kind of like Damien, that Damien makes up all these accounts that talks among himself on those accounts. Emo does the same fucking thing. Yeah, I brought his name up too. I don't care. I don't like him either because he tried to ask Autumn for a friendship not long ago, and I said absolutely fucking not. You know, I get tired of this shit. And then you guys keep asking Autumn for friendships and all kinds of shit. No, absolutely not. And emo, I do have that one screenshot that you said that you were going to break into my daughter's bedroom window. Get past me first, buddy, because that'll never happen. But I am going to get a hold of the cops tomorrow and talk to them about everything because I am getting sick of this shit coming from you because I told you the reason why I didn't want her to be friends with you. I even told you that on Facebook. And the thing of it is, I'm still sticking to it. I don't want Autumn to be friends with you. I don't care how much you like her. You keep telling her that you love her and all kinds of stupid shit. She don't love you. All right? She don't.
Man, I love Japanese games. I always draw fan art to
All
support.
right. But it's sickening how you try to chase her down on here all the time just to hurt her in any way, shape, or form that you can because she is not giving you the attention you want. You sound like my husband. You honestly do. Sound exactly like him. That's why I'm divorcing him and getting rid of him because he's a fucking joke, just like you. Now, that being said, I don't want to hear a motherfucking peep out of any of you. She's got you blocked, she's got you hidden, and all that shit, and you need to leave her the fuck alone. Stay off her lives. Quit changing alts and all that stupid shit because that's all for pussies. And that's the truth. I have not changed my name once on here. Not once. Not once. Funny, isn't it? But it takes all you guys to change your alts and all this other kind of shit to go after one person. I'm sitting here laughing because it's ridiculous. It really is. And anybody on my live stream right now that's in the chat, I suggest most of these people are my friends, except for maybe a couple of them. And you know who I'm talking to, Wendy Ho. You will not say anything mean. You will not say anything unjust. You will not say shit. Because you don't even know what the fuck is going on, dude. All you want to do is pick up a little tad bit here and there and say I'm crazy. Go ahead. Because I am crazy. And nobody knows how much I'm crazy.
Well, I got the news, Mom. Skyfire doesn't trust emo anymore.
Oh, that's good. Nobody needs to trust him.
After I showed him the proof of what he said to me.
Who's the gaming troll? Or whatever.
I don't know. Oh. I think I know who it is.
I'm not talking to you. I don't even know who you are anyway.
He's a supporter of Wendy Ho.
You didn't have to talk to me. So sorry. And you said, please come on, Juggalo Drama Alert. No, he needs to stay out of here too. He's a punk. Did you take the lighter back to him?
Not yet.
Go. He's wanting it. Wait, before you do. Wait, before you do. Come here. Well, no. Okay, now go take it back to him. No, Alligator Alcatraz is not ongoing. They closed it down because they felt it was unjust and then it was not fit for humans and all that kind of stuff. But I look at it this way. I could see them not putting illegal immigrants in there because they shouldn't have done that to begin with. And I have to admit that because that's a cruelty at most. However, I agree that it should be open for the internet trolls on here. I do. Or a place out in Yosemite Park or wherever where there's black bears, wolves, and everything else that you run into. Or a place where there's a pit of rattlesnakes. I don't give a shit. And see how well y'all do. Because it's gonna have to take something like that to get you guys to understand. Life's too short to sit there and fucking fight like crazy, like you've all been doing with my kid and a bunch of other people on here, just because you're not getting the attention that you want. You know, you guys act like you're a bunch of fucking weenies and pussies. I can't stand it. I don't get on here wanting attention, but the reason why I'm doing this right now is to stick up for my daughter, and that's what a mother does. They don't call me Bear Walker for nothing, motherfuckers. One minute I'm here, one minute I'm gone, and the next thing you know, I'm running off with something like this. I've done it before, and I'll keep doing it. That's kind of like bad juju with the Bear Walker thing, though. But I'm telling you, I don't play the games that you play. And I think it's uncalled for, unjust, and everything imaginable when a lot of you have been accused of the same thing that you're trying to accuse on them of.
Anakin Gomer.
You know, I don't want you saying that word. But you guys have got a problem with me. You come after me. You leave Autumn alone. And all the ones I just named just a little earlier, I'm telling you, there's things better in life to sit here and be a troll on the internet and go after somebody just to cause them pain. Gotta ask you guys a bunch of questions though. Who caused your pain? Who caused it? That's the only reason why you're doing it. You had pain caused to you from somebody that you know way before you ever met my daughter or anything else for that matter. Something's happened to you in your childhood that fucked your little mind up to do the shit you do on here. And if you don't believe me, look it up because that's true. Your childhood trauma always carries over into your adulthood. And when you hate yourself enough, like you all do apparently, you attack others to make them feel like you. Look it up. It's true. You know, it's sickening the way you guys get on here and do all this stuff. And then you threaten to murder men, other men, and everything else in between just because you want to be an asshole. Like I said, it's not going to happen on my watch. I don't care if I'm 100 years old. I don't care if I'm 300 years old. You are not going to do this anymore on my watch. I can't. I can't. I mean, there are several of them on here that will back my daughter up, but there's a few of you on here that absolutely hate her, and that's fine. Go ahead and hate her. Because it's not her that you actually hate. There's either something you're jealous of, or you hate yourself enough to where you want to hate somebody else to make them feel as miserable as you do. But think about it. I'm telling the truth. Don't lie to you motherfuckers at all. But what pisses me off, though, is that when you try to lay blame on somebody, dragging her into conversations she don't want to be in, if she tries to leave, you guys try to pull her back in there so you can say shit to her to piss her off, so she would say something. So I tell her to leave. Anytime that she gets pulled into a group chat by one of you bastards, I make her leave. I tell her to block you because you're nothing to deal with. Because there is no hope for anything for you guys. All you see is treachery. All you see is doom. All you see is all the bad shit. And then because that's how you feel about yourselves, you have to make other people to feel that way. And that's called narcissism, and that's a demon. And if you don't believe me, look that one up too. You want to get into this a little bit further? That's what runs your whole fucking show, peeps. Runs your whole fucking show. Because you're not even your own anymore. You've been bought, you've been sold, and you don't get it. And it's not by anybody on here. It's by the fucking government, and you don't get it. See, you guys follow what they want you to do. They're like the CEO and everybody of YouTube, which I can't stand that motherfucker either because he lets his shit go on. But I've already heard they've been in a lot of trouble too for this shit. What pisses me off is that nobody wants to uphold anybody else. Everybody wants to drag somebody down. And you guys are trying to drag my kid down to where she will commit suicide. I still say you're killers because that's exactly what you're trying to do. So you can't fool me any. I'm not stupid. I've seen all this shit play out before. A lot of this shit play out before on here. And you want to know something? Son, my daughter, I feel sorry for. I feel sorry for you. You remember, there's two places in life that you can go after you pass away, heaven or hell. Thank you. Or it's heaven and hell. And a lot of you are not going to make it to heaven because you're too busy tearing people down to make them feel like shit, like you feel. That's a scary thought too. You know, the crazy thing of it is, I don't tear people down. I just go back in their face of what they've said to her. Just like stupid ass emo putting all the shit that he posts on his stupid channel saying that was the one that she made up and she didn't. It was him and Snow. I throw shit back in your face and y'all get pissy with me. Why is that? Why is it you get mad at me for doing that, but yet you want to try to take it out on Autumn? No, don't take it out on her. You take it out on me, pussies. Every fucking one of you is a pussy. Because you can't seem to control your stupid selves. And all you think about is hating somebody. You hate on her for whatever reason. I don't care. That doesn't give you a right to keep dogging her the way you do. Because now that I know how to do all this stuff, I'm going to start dogging you. And I am going to push for the alligator Alcatraz thing because some of y'all need to visit it to see how you like it. In fact, it's probably better than the prison cell. But then you could deal with all the wild animals too. Think about it. I'm being serious. I think they really need to open that up for just this reason. Because that way they will strip you of the internet. It will strip you of your phones, your computers, and whatever else you've got. And no internet out there whatsoever. Got a question to ask you though. Let's get ready to come a time when there's going to be no grids up and all the internet's going to be down. What are you going to do then? Write her a letter? That's stupid because I just burn it. See, you guys are dumb. You don't even keep up with what's going on in the world. All you care about is your little stupid feelings. And Emo, you said you took $200 off of some man because you told people that she had bipolar. That's a fucking lie from here to hell. She's autistic and she's epileptic. And you told people she was in the hospital, and she was not at the time you made that little post or whatever. You stole money from somebody. That's fucked up.
And he claims I made that account when I didn't.
No, you did not make up that account. Him and Sonoma are the only ones that got the email or got the password to that. The only ones. See, you motherfuckers are a joke. And you act like I'm dumb. And I love that part though. I love it because you think I'm dumber than hell. But it's you guys, the ones that are dumb. One, you don't have no idea what's going on in the world right now. You don't even care. And if you think you know something, you honestly really don't anyway. You just have no idea what's coming. We're going to war. I've tried to tell you guys that before. And for those of you that have not registered to join the army or whatever, they are going to start drafting come December. And I'm not lying about this either. That was posted here a while back on TikTok by one of the guys that I know personally. They're going to start drafting. And I hope a lot of you get drafted. You deserve it. It will teach you some discipline. And a lot of you need it. And they could draft us by as high as 36 years old. So some of you that are still in there, I hope you get drafted. Because like I said, Smart one of those people. They'll put you in your place in a heartbeat. And you'll probably end up getting a beat down what you deserve. See, I'm gonna tell you something though. If this all happens and we go to war and all this other shit, which I'm sure it's coming, let me ask you this. If you're for our country, which I highly fucking doubt, and they find out that you're picking on women and all this stuff, and you end up getting your ass kicked over for it because you're in the service or whatever, it's all on you. You gotta remember that. They don't appreciate that kind of shit either. And not only that, you're going back on your country or terrorizing your own people in your own country. Think about it. Or can you? Wait a minute. Some of you can't think. But you better get your heads on straight. There's going to be a lot of weird things going on. I've been trying to tell you all this shit for the longest time. Y'all act like I'm crazy. And I'm not. I'm telling you like it is what I have a gut feeling over. And you guys just don't get it. So why waste your time online tearing somebody down just to hurt them whenever our country is in dire straits anyway? And don't say it's not, because it is, trust me. And then you guys want to hurt other people in our own fucking country. I don't get that. I just don't. Let him stalk, because he just shows what a worthless piece of shit he is too. I mean, if he can't stop stalking people, there's something wrong with his brain mentally. That is no joke. Autumn, we know Emo stalks you too. Hey, go get the lighter for me again. I hate to ask you that for about the 15th time, but would you go get it, please? Well, to Dragon Claws, I agree with you 100%. Nobody gets it. Nobody understands this, and nobody wants to understand it. The thing of it is, they don't get it. They get on here and talk about kids and calling everybody pedos and all this other kind of shit. That's another thing that pisses me off. Then go find the missing kids that your government stole. For real. Some of you don't even remember the milk cartons where they had missing kids. Think about where they went. And all the movie stars and shit that had their little milk mustache plastered all over the fucking milk carton. If you don't believe me, go look that shit up too, because that's true. You know, I don't give a fuck who hears me. I don't care. I don't care anymore. It's all crazy. Yeah, everything's about money. It's about greed. It is about greed. Nobody cares. The funny part of it is, though, they're going to find out the hard way. Just like they were talking about Dr. Fauci saying that we're going to have a water shortage. Okay, if we do, where are you going to get water? They're not going to let you take it from a river. They're not going to let you take it from a pond. They're not going to let you do anything like that, and you're not going to be able to buy it at the grocery store. What are you going to do? You're not even going to have water to run in your own home. What are you guys going to do? You think I'm crazy? No, I'm not. I'm not nuts. I know what's going on. I've seen it all. And like I said, I get these weird gut feelings, weird shit's going on, and it has been. But you guys are too busy getting on here, going after my kid, and trying to hurt her in any way that you possibly can. And that ain't going on no more. I agree. They're nothing but trolls. They have nothing better to do with life than sit here and troll somebody and cause problems. Like I said, there's a bunch of missing kids. Go fucking find them. Find out what kids are missing in your state and go find them for real. I repost a lot of shit. When the kids come up missing, I repost it to make sure somebody finds them, or at least I hope they do. It just fucking pisses me off because you guys talk about all this shit, but yet, what are you doing about it? It's funny how you guys sit there and call everybody pedos and shit on fucking line because you're not face to face with somebody. I caught a pedo out in front of my house the other day. He parked his fucking car in front of a neighbor's house, and he was checking out every little fucking kid's house that he could. And when he went after one kid, I stood up and went after him. I don't fucking play these games. I don't. I'm in it fucking for real. I see stupid shit going on. I let people know about it. And I do try to take care of it.
You should have it.
No, I don't. You do. Oh, I got it.
And they are fucking told her.
All right. See ya. But you want to know something though? Wasting all your time on here doing all this stuff when you could do something actually extremely helpful in your own fucking hometown. In your own hometowns. And you guys don't. All you guys know how to do is sit here and troll. Cyber stalking doesn't fit none of you. But that's all you know how to do. And like I said, when it goes digital, it's over. They know where you're at. They can pull up anything and everything that you've ever said on here. Ever said on here. And anything and everything that you've said can be held against you bigger than fucking shit. You won't be put just in a jail cell. They may put you in an institution. They've been talking about a lot of this stuff. And see, this is something you guys just don't give a fuck about. But you better start caring. Because I think it's the UK that went to the digital shit first. And there are people over there are bitching because they want to go to facial. And do you realize that you can't hide no more? You will be facial. And the thing is, everybody will see your face. Think about it. You guys are able to hide behind anime characters and stuff like that for right now. But when it goes to facial hair to safe, you're not going to be able to hide no more. You won't. Then what? Then what? So you guys are stupid. And I'm laughing about it because I've been trying to tell you guys shit like this all this time. And you choose to ignore me and thinking I'm stupid and I'm ignorant and I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy. But I'm telling you the truth. I wouldn't fucking lie to any of you about anything. I don't care how much I cannot stand you either. I would not lie. But you better be prepared for the worst because it's coming. Like I said, they do this thing with the water. They're already putting lab meat, any kind of lab vegetables or anything else made out of the lab. They're putting them in grocery stores. So when your food feels rubbery or anything like that, that's what it is. Lab-grown meat, lab-grown veggies, lab-grown fruit. Think about it. Damn it. You guys just don't care, do you? Why waste your time on here going after one or two people, threatening to kill them, threatening to sell them, threatening to kidnap them, and all that stuff? Why waste your time? Because all of you stupid fuckers know that you would have to get through me first, and that will be impossible. A lot of times I sleep outside and I do it on purpose. I do it for that very purpose. And I don't sleep 90% of the time because of you guys have made threats like that. Emo and Sano. You think I'm playing games here and I'm not. I know what it's like to be in the battlefield. I've done it one time too many. It's just another battle. And you guys have already lost it. because you're not thinking. You guys don't think of consequences. You don't think that Sonal has threatened to do all that stuff, and then Emo keeps posting pictures of him being in Autumn's bed and all that kind of crap, and then posting nasty pictures of me and her and saying that he couldn't wait to get to both of us and all that kind of crap. Do you know that could be held against you? Cyber stalking, cyberbullying. When it goes digital, it'll be all over the fucking internet. That's okay though, because I look at it this way: your time's coming. Your time is coming. Your parents or nobody else is gonna be able to get you out of trouble this time around. They can't. And that goes for any of you. You know, I usually don't get on here and say a heck of a lot, but it needs to be said. It does. Consequences. Do you realize what that word means? Do you realize what the word consequence is? Emo, I know that you have disabilities. Do you realize that they can put you in an asylum or they can put you in an institution and keep you there without your permission? So, no, do you realize they can ship your ass right back to the country you came from and you'll never be allowed back? I don't have problems with anybody. I'm just letting you know what they can do. Government can and will do to people like you eventually because they're getting fed up with some of the shit that goes on. And honestly, they're all in it together anyway. But it's only them that they want to live, not the rest of us. The thing of it is, what you guys don't seem to understand, we have to suffer the consequences for their stupidity. And that includes you guys too. What you don't fucking get is the consequences. But see, they'll think you're bad people because you're doing what you're doing in the autumn, but they'll praise themselves because they put you in a jail cell or whatever, and all this other kind of stuff. When they're just as guilty. But see, they don't get busted because they got money. It's something a lot of you guys don't have. You're not rich like they are. There's a book, and it's out in Walmart. And you can go buy it. It's called Enoch, and it has to do with the Bible. But Enoch is the one that tells about the Nephilim, the hybrids, the reptilian people, and all kinds of stuff like that. Read it. It's whack. But he's telling the truth. So you're not dealing with everyday normal human beings, and you're not dealing with everyday people that have got mental disabilities either. These people are whacked bad. I could tell you some stories that would probably scare the pants off of you, but we'll wait for that on another day. But it's just that if you don't believe me what's going on, you need to read that book. Because he explains everything that's going on. Everything. And Jasper and Jubilees, those were in the Bible, they took them out and they did it on purpose. So, I'm serious, go read them. Maybe you might learn something. This is supposed to bring you closer to Yeshua and you don't care about him either. Because a lot of you say that you don't believe in God. You don't believe in Jesus, and that's okay. I don't care. That's your problem. But it's going to be you guys. It's going to be wind up hurting in the end. It's not going to be any of us. And that's just because that you guys have poked fun of him. You guys have saying, oh, there is no God. He's a fairy tale, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Why do you think everything is happening in this world right now? God allows it because mankind has free will, and he gave that to him from the beginning of time. And men and women were stupid. Are stupid. And then you mix in with the Nephilim and all that. They already knew a bunch of shit before man was ever created. And the sad part of it is, you guys are falling into that trap. Your phones mean more to you than anything in the world. Your computers and everything else, just to get on here to tell people to hurt somebody. That's what Satan wants. He wants you to do that. And you guys do it very well. But like I said, when these grids go down, he won't be able to do anything. And from what I understand, it's supposed to go down for like 3 days, but I think it's going to go down for a lot longer than that. I think it's going to go down for months, which I don't care. Get me away from all this shit. And that way you can finally leave my daughter alone. Now, all that being said, you got a choice. Grow the fuck up, leave her alone, and walk away like men, or eventually suffer the consequences of me calling the cops and all that stuff. Because if I call tomorrow, which most likely I'm going to anyway, but Emo, I want them to go out and talk to you. Because I'm sending all these screenshots and the Emo Metal 59 to them to let them know and have them get on there and look at all that. And you can't say you're going to delete it either because I got a lot of the screenshots, and so does a lot of other people from just that channel alone. And see, you dumbass, you said, was griping at me earlier because you said I was stalking you. No. Your shit pops up on my channel on YouTube all the time. So that's why I found out. See, you guys act like I'm so stupid, and it's scary that you think that. You know, and the sad part of it is with you guys, I see a lot of good things in a lot of you. You just don't get it. But that's where you can put your souls to good use. Dragon Claws, I'm not sure who you are, but you're telling the truth. I mean, government don't care about us. Other people don't care about us. Nobody does. We have to care about ourselves. However, that does not give anyone a right to down somebody else, just like they do with my daughter. If you can find my channel on YouTube, go to it. Go to posts. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then listen to the video I made earlier today where Emo had to actually threaten to murder somebody. Things like that should never be said. It shouldn't. And what's scary thought is that no one says anything about them. Nobody cares. I'm not jumping on people's ass to be jumping on their ass. Everybody knows this. But what I am pissed off over is that no one can keep their mouth shut and just say, hey, how you doing? Are you doing all right? Is everything going okay for you or whatever? That's building somebody up. When you do what you do to my daughter, that's tearing somebody down. And when you start tearing somebody down, you slowly kill them on the inside. So that's why I call you killers. Because to me, that's what you're trying to do to my daughter, along with a few other people. I don't like Damien. He tried to get a hold of me one night. I was at the hospital with my husband, and my husband was really sick. He had stones in his spleen. He had stones in his kidneys and all kinds of shit. So we ended up going to the emergency room, and Damien messaged me like about 12 o'clock, 12:30 that night, my time, and was bitching me out over something. I hadn't talked to that boy in like 7 months or more. And he started throwing a hissy fit with me and all this other kind of crap. And then he tried to friend me, which I did not accept. And I told Autumn not to accept his friendship either. Then he messaged her at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, my time, and was bitching her out because she didn't want to be friends because he wanted to know what was going on, which we didn't know anything that was going on because we hadn't had internet for a while. And honestly, to be truthful, I was happy when we didn't have internet. I was. I'm not happy right now. It's because of all the attacks that Autumn's been getting. And Piccolo was told that he was going to be murdered by Emo and all this other kind of stuff. Man, we don't go there. We do not talk that way. Plain and simple. Autumn, you're always hungry. Did she choose to block you or did I make her block you? Because most likely I made her block you. All right? Don't be getting shitty with my kid. Because I look at it this way. If you're going to cause problems for her, I tell her to block them. And who the hell are you anyway? Anime fan 2.0, whatever your name is on here. Hide from her allegations. No, we already talked to the police about all that shit, okay? We have. They already know what's going on. So be quiet. Goodbye and don't come back. Does anybody know who that person was? The anime fan 2.0 K4B, whatever. Autumn. Go get the lighter for me again. I can't keep my cigarette lit. Yeah, I'm having fun with all of this. Because now we'll start bringing all the bad news that's coming in that I've been hearing about. For each and every single one of you that I said that's anywhere between the ages of 18 to 26, and they will go as high as 36, or maybe higher, depending. But you're going to be drafted. And you have to register. And if you don't register, you're going to jail. I want you to understand that. Just like in my home state, you have to be 5'4" or taller to drive a car. And if you're less than that, you have to have a booster seat. And if you don't have a booster seat, you automatically go to jail. If my name is not on the registration of a car that I have, I automatically go to jail. See, these are new laws and stuff that they're coming out with, and you guys are playing stupid. You don't want to know anything. You better start knowing it now, because there's going to be people like you that are going to be picked up on purpose, because they're not going to deal with your shit no more. So you can run, you can hide, and you can do all that stuff, but they'll find you.
Oh yeah, one of Shadow's friends actually friended me, and I showed him the screenshots of what Emo said. Oh, he actually believed me.
Well, good. Who is Anime Fan 2.0?
I know who it is.
Who is it?
He's a supporter of Wendy Ho.
Oh,
He thinks I'm hiding from my actions.
no, she's not hiding. We've already talked to the cops about all this stuff, so I want you to understand something. Later, I'm not playing with you jackasses no more. You want to start accusing me of stuff? Go for it.
You want
Because
me to
I
turn
don't
this down?
care. I have no feelings for people like you. And you will leave my daughter alone. Because I hate to be bad and put it out there. What?
We need to get these two trash bags out of the fucking way.
I know, we gotta get them on the back porch. I gotta find the stickers to put on them for Tuesday. Dragon Claws. I don't care what you know and what you don't know, but the thing of it, what you don't seem to understand, though, this is getting ridiculous about my daughter. We've already talked to the police department here in my own hometown. We've done all this shit. So I don't have to worry about that kind of crap right now. All right. But what everybody else is going to have to worry about. Flights are being canceled. You're not going to be able to do much of anything anymore. And they find something wrong with other people. They're going to start sending them to institutions. They're going to send them to asylums, because Trump already made a comment on TikTok the other day that he was wanting to rebuild insane asylums. And for some of you, the way you're talking on here, you fit that to a T. You really do. I wanted to kill somebody, kidnap somebody. They'll stick you in these places. And you know what they'll do to you? They're not going to give you medicine to make you feel better. They're going to give you medicine to fuck you up. That's what you don't understand either. You guys better start listening to me and start walking the walk and behaving yourselves and quit going after everybody on here, because it's not worth your time nor your patience. And not only that, for me to believe anything that you say that anybody does on here, I have to witness it with my own eyes. Okay? I have to witness it. I saved 3 kids from a pedophile years ago. The guy was going to kidnap this lady's children. The dude wanted naked pictures of these kids. I went through 3 fucking counties, through 3 or 4 different cops in each of these counties to go after this guy. And we got him caught. And when they found him at home because he found out that the cops were after him. And when they got him back over there at his house, they took his computer. They found over 600 pictures of CP. No joke. And that lady's kids were saved that day. It took me all day, but I got the job done along with the cops. We helped get all this stuff done. All right. See, I don't put up with that shit neither. Just like I had the fucking pedo parked in front of my house, not quite in front of my house, it's the next door neighbor's house. And then he decided that he was wanting to walk all over the neighborhood. But he would stop at every few steps to look back at houses to see if there was any kids' toys or anything like that out there. Oh. Autumn, go get the lighter again. I don't know why it keeps going out. Now, I wasn't actually threatening to end her life, okay? I want you to understand that. But they were telling me that I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to get her off, I need to do this, I need to do that. And we already talked to the cops and all this other shit. I said, what do you want me to do? Is kill her? That's exactly how I said it. Nothing, meaning nothing by it, but that's the only thing I could come up with is to shut these other 2 people up because I can't stand either one of them. Thing of it is, don't come charging at my daughter because she was on her own live and they charged in her live and they shouldn't have even been there to begin with. They was after somebody else.
You owe me popcorn for this. Buttery popcorn, like I wanted it. So no butter popcorn for me?
No, I know, no. Not it's too late. But you want to know something? It seems like that's what everybody wants is blood. And I know several of you on here that does want blood. But if you want blood, I'll slice my wrist for you. I don't have a problem with it. Done it before, do it again. I don't care. I feel no pain. See, you guys think I'm crazy. Like I said, I am. I've slit my own wrist before. I do it again. And I do it live just to prove a point. Because that's what a lot of you are on my live for right now is because you're hoping that I would draw blood. So you're not on here to protect my daughter, some of you. Some of you are here to try to hurt her even more than what you think you can. But I would be more than happy to take her place. You know, you were supposed to stick up for other people that are weaker than what we are. And she's weaker than I am. That's the only reason why I stick up for her. That is because she's my own daughter. Go watch a mama grizzly bear or go watch a mama lion or something on a YouTube video or whatever and see what they don't do to the males or other females that go and try to hurt their babies. Then mamas fight. That's why I'm here. I don't play no games with you people. You guys know this. And most of my friends on here right now, they know that. That's why they love me to pieces. because I don't stand down. Everybody tells me to shut up and be quiet. Nope, can't. Never have, never will. See, I don't put up with bullshit. You want to know the story? Go to email metal underscore 59. Go look at all that stuff, read it, and everything else in between. It talks about them kidnapping my daughter. Talks about them wanting to sell her to somebody over in India. Then they want to take her and send her to India to marry some man. And that fucker that said it, oh, I have claims on you. No, you don't have claims on no one, dude. This is what started a lot of the shit. And then emo swore up and down that Autumn stole that account. Now, how is it that emo has the password to that account and that other guy has that password to that account and Autumn knows nothing? See, that don't make any sense either now, does it? It don't. They'll go listen to my live earlier. I recorded emo saying that he was going to murder a man. See, that don't fucking fly with me, okay? It don't. And I will say what I gotta say, because if y'all don't like it, y'all can leave. I don't care. The ones that are my friends on here, they will stay. The other ones, I don't give a fuck if you'll stay here or not. But I'm telling you the truth. There's too much bullshit going on in the world today. You guys want to cyber stalk, cyberbully, all this other kind of shit. And see, there was another guy that said that he wanted to lick Autumn. That was Boogeyman Police. That's posted on my post on my YouTube channel. Go read it. You have to go back a little bit, but go on post and just start scrolling through. You'll find all that shit. I don't play these games. And to me, when guys do that to women, it makes me fucking sick. Okay, it does. It makes me sick as fucking hell. Windy Ho, do you live in my house? No, you don't. Have you ever been to the hospital with me to take Autumn after she's had a seizure? No, you haven't. So you need to shut your mouth. I posted a picture of her being in the hospital bed after she's had a seizure. So shut the fuck up, please. Could you make yourself look retarded? Okay, being honest with you. No, it can't. Because I already explained to the cops what I said. And they understood that. Because they know me. All right? The cops know me in my own hometown. In fact, I get along with all of them. The thing of it is, I told them I had to say something to get these guys off the phone. They would not let Autumn off voice chat on Discord. And it pissed me off. And no, I cannot get in any trouble. It's like I said. But let me ask you, who are you? I'm being transparent. Do be transparent for a change. Quit being a pussy and hiding behind Joel the Fast Hedgehog 666. That's Satan's number. Your favorite one, right? Thing of it is, you answer me. This is not your life, it's mine. Phoenix tonight, me too, yeah. It's true. All the same patterns. Just like the dude that keeps asking, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Okay, I can do something for you. Joel the Fast Hedgehog 666. I did say what I said, okay? But I wasn't meaning it in that way, and they took it the wrong way, and they did it, and they did it on purpose, which is fine with me because it makes them look stupid anyway. However, that being said, I would have sacrificed my own life. I would have died that night for my child. Like any other day of the week, I would die. Literally fucking die. I mean, that means if I have to be stabbed, shot, whatever it took to get me off the face of the earth so somebody can attack her, I would sacrifice my life. All right? Because that's the only way anybody's going to get to my kid. I'm a fighter. And men, I absolutely detested a lot because of the way you guys are all acting on here. You know, you guys get on here and you talk sexual to her, all this other kind of stuff. And then you guys expect me not to say a fucking thing or do anything. They kept telling me, don't let her get online no more. Don't let her do this no more. Don't let her talk to this person. Don't let her talk to that person. They don't even have a right to fucking breathe, okay? To be honest with you, those other people don't have a right to breathe. Because one of their own got in trouble for shit. And that is no fucking joke either, because he shared a screen and watched porn with a fucking 15-year-old. So don't fuck with me, dude. Because I could get right back at you. The same fucking people that jumped my daughter's ass were the ones who friends with somebody else that did the same fucking thing. And my daughter did not even show porn or anything like that. She was just talking to somebody they claimed to be a pedo. I could claim you're one. I could. Maybe should start doing that. Is claim y'all are. But I won't do that. I won't stoop to other people's level. Because there's stupidity. See, that's one thing in life I absolutely hate is stupid people. And you're acting like one of them. Because I'm trying to explain it to you. I explained it to you. The reason why I said it was for them to get her off the phone. It was past her bedtime and she had to take medication for her seizures. And I wanted her off the phone. And they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to do any of that shit. And because they wanted her offline. I said, what do you want me to do? Is kill her? And I said it like that. Oh, no, we don't want you. Okay, well, then shut the fuck up and let her be online. Let her do her art. Let her play her games. Leave her the fuck alone. All right? That's how I meant it. Now, asshole, say something again. Say something again. Because then we can start calling you out and find out who you are, what your name is, where you live, all this other stuff. I'll post your picture on fucking YouTube. I don't give a fuck. And show people what an asshole you really are. You weren't listening. You didn't try to listen. So I gave you the answer again. You don't sit there and jump in somebody's lab and say that you're going after a certain person that was in it and then berate the fuck out of her because she was talking to him. You know, I have not seen no fucking proof on anything about anybody being a pedo on here, and that's the sad part. Everybody gets accused of it. Everybody. But you want to know something? I could make a fucking documentary from here to fucking Kingdom Hell, and your name will probably pop up on it too. I'm being serious. And it's just because I've seen so much shit on here, it's scary. And you all fit in with Satan's shoes. You're all wearing them. See, nobody builds each other up. That's what I'm saying. They could have built her up and said, hey, you shouldn't have said that, blah, 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 and let it go. They couldn't. But they jumped in her life, started talking sexual, started talking like this and that and all the other. But yet, they were in there accusing somebody else of doing something. And when I talked to the cop, he said they had no right to get in her life to begin with. Now, you want me to get a little bit louder? I can. You know, what pisses me off is y'all want to get these people busted, but you guys do it all wrong. All wrong. Yeah. And what's crazy is that because you guys are not doing shit the right way, that's why no one ever gets busted that you think should be busted. I mean, when I got that guy busted, I was on the phone with the fucking cop when all this shit was going on. Was on the phone with him, and he was calling from other phones, calling all the other ones that we need to get a hold of because this guy was already heading to that person's house to snatch her kids. But I stayed on the phone with the one cop, and he got on the phone with all the others and was letting them know where he was headed, about approximate what time where he was at, and all this other shit because I kept tabs on that motherfucker. See, I don't play the games that you all play. When I go for the kill per se, is how it's talked about. But when I go for that, I make sure that I'm on the phone with the asshole itself, and I call it because that's what they are. Then I'm also on the phone with the cops or online with them to let them know what's going on and all this other shit. But you all act like I'm stupid. See, there's a difference between me and you. There's a difference. I don't play the fucking games that you play. Emo, I called you earlier. Why couldn't you get a phone call on your phone? I'll find out your phone number. I have to call somebody, call your parents or something, and ask them, and tell them what you're doing. I wanted to talk to you in person, but I'm going to record it because I called it earlier. I do have your address. I'm going to write your mama and daddy a letter and get all this stuff on a screenshot that I have and mail it to them, I think. So I'm going to have to do that and call the police on you. I don't have no other choice. So, Dingbat, are you happy with that answer? So I wasn't saying it to say it to hurt her in any way, shape, or form. I was just saying it because she had medicine to take. She had to get to bed. Have you ever been told by your own doctor for your kid or whatever that your kid could die because she's having seizures? Probably not. I was told that. And she had to be in bed at a certain time. She had to take her medicine at a certain time, blah, 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 all this other stuff. None of y'all cared. Nobody gave a fuck. So before you speak and throw your little fucking hissy fit like you did, shut your mouth. I didn't threaten my daughter's life. You didn't. No. See, this is where you're stupid. You have no fucking brain cells in your head at all. I said it because they were bitching about Autumn being online. They didn't want her online. They didn't want her to do anything. They didn't want her to play games on her PS4. They did not want her to play games on the internet, on Facebook, or anything else for that matter. They didn't want her to do anything. They didn't want her to be online whatsoever. All right. And my daughter has to have something to do because she is not allowed to work right now until we get all this shit with her seizures taken care of because she still has to see another specialist. She gets bored just sitting around doing nothing because I don't have a TV. We don't watch TV in my house. We don't listen to music much or anything like that. So she's got to do something. So I popped off and said, what do you want me to do? Is kill her or what? You don't want her doing anything. And they said, no, we don't want you doing that kind of stuff. Well, of course they don't want me doing any of that kind of stuff because it'll go back on them anyway. Because, oh, we don't want her on the internet. We don't want her doing anything. She needs to just sit and just twiddle her thumbs. Fuck that. Are you going to be a cocky ass bastard again? Or am I going to have to find out who you are and post you? Because I'll do that too. Because you're not. I cannot get arrested for that because I've already talked to the police about that, stupid. You're an ignorant ass. You know that? You are a dumbest box of fucking rocks. Do you need to throw the rocks out of your brain and use the cells that are in it or what cells that are left? Because I just explained to you why I said it. You're stupid. Autumn, your mom threatened to murder you. No, I did not. Joel, could be the pussy. Who are you? Who are you really? I did not threaten her, you dumbass. Autumn, we'll see about the buttered popcorn. Do me a favor, go get the lighter again. But you want to know something, Joel? Like I said, the reason why I said it is because the two people that, or the three people that were bitching at Autumn and telling her she doesn't need to be online anymore. She needs to sit and twiddle her thumbs and do nothing for the rest of her entire life. All right? The reason why I said it was be a smart aleck bitch. And that's exactly what I was. See, what pisses me off is that they think they're better than everybody else when they're no better than anyone on here. I'm not better than anyone on here. And yeah, I make mistakes every fucking day of the week. I'm making a mistake right now because you're being a fucking dickhead. But I'm going to call you out on it. You are a cocksucking dick. You know that? And the reason why I'm saying that because you're not listening, because you're being stupid. I said it because I was getting pissed off because they would not let her off the phone on Discord and they kept bugging her to get offline.
Zach said you can keep it for a while.
All right. To get her offline and all this other shit. But yet, it's okay for their friend to do the dirty deed by watching porn with some 15-year-old, and that's okay, right? See, there was like several of those people that were attacking my daughter all at once, and they kept telling her that she needed to be offline and all this other shit. I said, what the fuck do you want me to do? Is kill her or what? That's exactly how I said it, and there was no way I would hurt my daughter physically, emotionally, or mentally. I want you to understand that too, you fairy-faced little motherfucker. Now, I want you to get something through your head, punk-ass little bitch. I'm going to lay this out once, because the cops will hear this, don't think you're stupid anyway. However, like I said, I would never hurt my child. But I was getting desperate, because they said they was going to call the cops on her, which they did. They showed up at my house at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Thank you very much. And we talked about all this. And the cops said that she was coerced because the people that jumped in her life should not have been there. If they were after another person in her life, they should have waited or attacked him on their own somewhere else. They had no reason to be in her live chat that night. And they did it anyway. All right? That's what the cop said. And he's known me and my daughter since day one she was born. Think about it, dumbass. Now, that being said, punk ass, I got this to say. Better not make up no stories because I told the truth on here like about 14 different times already to get you to understand why I said it. But see, if it really come down to it, I would have sacrificed my life that night. Meaning I would have died for my child. Oh, I had somebody cast a spell on me. I had all kinds of weird shit go on. But that's okay. See, what it is, you're a weak-minded patsy is what you are. You're not understanding anything I'm saying because you're stupid. All you can hear is, you threatened him. No, I did not threaten her. I said, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? That's a question. What do you want me to do is kill her. That is a question. I was asking somebody else. In fact, I still have that on screenshot. Maybe I need to post it to prove my point. But the funny part of it is, though, you're an idiot. That was asked as a question because I got tired of these people fucking with Autumn. See, I hate people like you. I hate people like them because you're not human. You have no intentions to be human. You don't even care. All you're concerned about, you threaten. No, I did not threaten. It was a question. It was a question. So the thing with you, buddy, I'm going to post your shit. I'm have somebody take screenshots of this. And I'm going to post your name up there. And I'm going to ask who knows you. Then when we find out who you really are, then it's going to be on. I promise you. Because I get tired of you trying to say I threatened her when I didn't. I asked it in a question form. There is a difference. Stupid. Well, you want to still keep fucking with me or what? That I don't know. One for me, I guess, to end my life or whatever, but that didn't happen now, did it? Don't intend to either. I know it was a blood sacrifice. It was supposed to be a blood sacrifice, and I don't give a shit because it don't work. Zachary, the Disney man, whatever the fuck your name is, didn't I tell you to go look up Walt Disney? Didn't I tell you to do some research on the movie called The Monsters Incorporated? You didn't do that, you idiot. But let me tell you this. Everything that these high up people are talking about is what the movies show you that they're going to do next. And they proved it. They actually proved it. Think of it as you're dumb. You don't want to look anything up. And I don't care if you get arrested or not, you stupid little punk, because you're not worth my time nor my patience. The only thing that you stick up for is whenever somebody's against you, and then you want somebody else to be your backup. And that's like what you tried to do to me here a while back. You got people calling you a pedo or whatever. I don't give a fuck what they call you. I could care less. But you was mad at me because I would not stick up for you. I don't even know you. You're not in my group. You're not in my little circle. So why should I stick up for you? All you've done is berate the living hell out of Autumn and thinking it's okay. And then you start all this shit with me about you can't get us arrested. I wouldn't say that because it could very well happen, dude. I told you. This is where you dumbasses are going to have to listen. They are going to go digital here in the United States, and everything you say can and will be held against you. I know those things are real, but I don't pay any attention to it because I believe in someone a lot stronger than that. Yahuwah is stronger than a curse, and he can slice it down in a heartbeat. So that don't bother me. Oh, Autumn, you're being goofy. It doesn't matter. I said what I said. Get over it. Thing of it is, you guys are trying so hard to get me in trouble now, which is fine. I don't care. But I look at it this way. The cops will listen to this and me explaining everything. They'll think, man, that boy's dumb. Yep. 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 That's what they'll think. The thing of it is, I wouldn't get mad and say things unless somebody's provoked me. Then when you keep going after my kid and keep pesting her to the point to where she has tried once to commit suicide because of other people, I want you to understand this. Like I said, I will sacrifice my own life to keep her living. And I will sacrifice my own life against guys like you. Because if that's what you want to do is kill me, go for it. I don't care. Who are you talking about? I'm not having conversations with anybody. I'm saying what I'm saying. They all know who I'm talking about anyway. I don't have to have conversations with any of them. A conversation about what? And I don't even know who you are anyway. No, I did not feel any bad vibes, nothing. I can say I practice witchcraft, which I honestly don't, but I can say I practice it but not cast spells on anybody. And even if I did say that I did it, spells really doesn't mean anything, because if you really don't believe in that it could happen, then 90% of the time it don't. And then my ex best friend, she did that. She cast a spell on her husband, it backfired, and went to her instead. So that's why I don't mess with none of that shit. Why are we bringing her up? Because all she is, from what I understand, that she was wanting to be a transgender, and all she is a chick that wants a dick. So, no, we're not going to talk about her, because this has nothing to do with her anyway. Yep. So she had two or three, or more than two or three affairs on her husband. Wound up in divorce. She wound up with a guy who was nothing but a drunk. Was mean to her kids and all kinds of shit. Yeah. And she fell in love with every guy that she ran across. So yeah, it backfired. She cast a love spell on her husband, and it backfired. So, but she believed it would work. See, I don't believe it. Because God is stronger than a spell. And honestly, English language, you cast spells every day. Do you realize that? You do. Anything you say can be used as a spell. I have a feeling I doubt that. I really do. But that's all on you, though, if you believe in it. See, I don't believe in any stuff like that. I know it's real. I do know that for a fact. However, I don't let nobody get under my skin to say that they're going to do this, this, and this, and that you're going to go hell in a heartbeat and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Like I told y'all earlier, I do not have feelings anymore. And what feelings I have is that I love my daughter and I love the friends that I have on here, and that's it. And the rest of the world, I don't care what they have to say, because it's none of my concern, none of my business, and I don't care how much they hate me. And when they hate me, good for them. It makes them leave somebody else alone. Think about that one. Autumn Cheyenne, you goofball. You know what's funny though is that everything we do say, just like say, be careful, don't go out there because you might get hit by a car if you're like out by the street or whatever. You're actually casting a spell. You really are. You're not wishing it on somebody, but you're saying it, and that's a big possibility that it can happen. Just like whenever I was walking, I used to work at a daycare. I was walking down the steps with a baby in my arms. I was taking her to her mom, and one thinking nothing of it, my ankle snapped, and I actually fractured my ankle, and I couldn't move, I couldn't scream, I couldn't do anything. But however, the other girl that I worked with at that daycare sprained her ankle, and she threw a hissy fit, and more or less threw a fit because my boss was going to make her come in and work because I had to go to work. I went to the emergency room, had my ankle put in a cast, but I had to work the next day. But the girl that sprained her ankle got to take off for 2 weeks. And she had popped off and said something stupid about me fracturing my ankle and all this other crap, and more or less cast a spell. And it wasn't long later I had to go back to the hospital because it wasn't setting right. So, whatever. You're being stupid now. Who are you? I did. I fractured it right at the growth plate. Autumn, cut stuff with the buttered popcorn, please. This is no time to talk about that kind of stuff. Tell me, since I've been transparent on here, what about you? Who are you? Because there's something about you that I don't trust. Nice to meet you too, but there's something about you I don't trust. Oh, it's those guys that are on here. I don't care. Well, I don't know you, that's why. I don't trust that many people. And I honestly don't. You know, when God created human beings, wasn't a mistake on his part. And I understand why he done it. However, when he gave us free will, sometimes I question that. And I understand that he wanted us to have free will so we can know the right from wrong, and I get that. However, what I don't understand is why everybody feels like they have to be on the bad side of everything. I don't get it. So I got a lot of you turkeys watching now, don't I? You go ahead, watch. Because see, some of you I can say some things about, and there's other ones I won't. I could, but I choose not to. Because at the moment, I'm not in battle with you. But what irritates me the most is that people don't listen. Then they dream of all this shit in their brains and think it's real. Just like with what Emo's doing and that Sinal guy is doing. No, that's not even cool. And then you got others thinking the same shit when they don't know my daughter from Adam. You know? We were supposed to be kind to each other from the very get-go. And humans have failed miserably. They have. Since Cain killed Abel. As far back as I can remember. And ever since then, all hell has broke loose with human beings. And it's been that before then. However, that being said, I feel sorry for the human race. Because instead of working together in unity, everybody wants to work apart. Everybody wants to down each other to the point to where it's obvious that some people want blood. And that's why I call people on here killers, because that's all they want. True. However, with that being said, though, he also wants you to love him, but he also wants you to love your parents. He wants you to love your neighbors. He wants you to love everybody. But everybody on here lately has been showing nothing but hate. I don't hate anybody on here. I just hate the way they act. There's a difference. And a lot of the shit on here that has been said and everything else, people just need to shut their mouths, mind their own business or whatever, and leave everybody else alone. I mean, I'm not asking for much for my kid, but this is getting ridiculous of what's going on. And then people are threatening to kill each other. People are threatening to do all that kind of stuff. It's stupid. It honestly really is. And there is no need for any of that. None. Autumn, knock it off. Yeah, but that's okay. And I don't believe you're an officer either. She's got her own phone number, and I won't let her give it out. And then she has changed a lot of stuff, but I think we'll have to change everything again. Mm-hmm. Well, the thing of it is, I do get attacked. My daughter gets attacked, if you want to know the truth. I have a guy on here. You can check out his channel. It is called Emo Metal underscore 59. The pictures that him and this other guy posted on that channel is absolutely horrendous. The things that they've said about my daughter is horrendous. And they won't leave her alone. And the sad part of it is that they talk about her body parts like it's no big deal. And I can't stand that. The one guy said that he was going to sell her. He was going to kidnap her, then sell her to his dad over in the country of India. And then he was going to take her and send her to India to be with his dad. Said that he laid claims on her and there was nothing I could do about it. Well, sorry, that's wrong. I can. And that guy uses the same channel, so his stuff is on there too. On the emo metal underscore 59. If you go to it real quick, you start reading all through all that stuff, you'll understand why I'm so pissed. $59. Well, why don't you go? If you say that you're a cop, why don't you go look? Because I'm telling you, all the things that he said about my daughter and said about me, which I don't care what he says about me because I just ignore that part anyway, but because that he's saying all this stuff about my daughter, telling her that he wants to fuck her. That's exactly what he said. You can go back to my channel, go back and post and look back. But it's been a few months, but Emo had popped off and told Autumn that he was going to break through her bedroom window and fuck her. That's exactly what he said. And he wanted to see her titties, and that's another thing he said. Yeah. So if he's on your list, that means you're not a cop, huh? Kind of funny, don't you think? I could say I have a badge and stuff too, but I'm not going to be a liar. It's funny how you guys get on here and say you're cops and stuff, when I know damn good well you're not. Then give me your badge number. State your name, your real name, and state your badge number, and then state what state and what city you're from. That's how I know you're real. And if you can't do that, then I know you're not real. If you want to help me, then make these yahoos leave her alone. That's all I ask. All she does is get on here and play games and do art. And they get on here and they stalk her. They get on her lives and make comments all the time saying that they're going to get her kicked off of here and all kinds of stuff like that. And it pisses me off because I don't bug none of them. They're constantly ganging up on my daughter. There are like 5 or 6 guys. Another one, his name is Invertro 88, Boogeyman Police. So you want to go after people? There you go. I'm naming them. Emo Metal Man or Emo Metal 59. And then the other guy that shares that one, his name is Sonal. It's Sonal. Jeet, Jeet. Nayak, Nayak. And he has an account that he uses besides that emo one. But him and emo use that one account. They swore up and down that my daughter made that account, and she don't do that kind of stuff. But emo has a bunch of accounts that he gets on here. He actually threatened to kill a man earlier on the live that I did earlier. If you want to go listen to it, I actually recorded it because I wanted to hear him say it. And then he said that my daughter is bipolar, and that's a lie. She is actually autistic and has epileptic seizures. And emo put in there that he was going to do a GoFundMe or some stupid shit and raise money for her hospital bill. She was not even in the hospital at the time he made that post. And he says, "I love you, Autumn," and all that kind of crap. No, my daughter cannot stand this man because he's driving her batshit crazy. And then to boot, he said that he got $200 from some guy. And thing of it, I told him to return it because that's not fair to my daughter. He's using her to make money. You know what I mean? Because that looks bad. And I don't appreciate any of this shit. No, do you realize how embarrassing you really are? Because she has to have somebody stand up in her corner whenever it's you and everybody else that gang up on her and have to fuck with her. There's another one, Autumn Parish canceled. He's another one that picks on my kid. But he's either Sonol or emo. That's what I'm saying. They use alts all the time to hide because they know that I went after them. They don't like it and they cannot stand it. They get pissed off because there's 5 or 6 guys on here that go after my kid constantly. They won't leave her alone. They don't even give her a minute's peace. And I think it's bullshit. My daughter is 26 years old. However, she is a young adult. But I cannot stand and sit back as a mother watching these men that are supposed to be men tearing her down to pieces, thinking it's funny, when I've already had one asshole had her almost completely commit suicide. They try to get her to take her clothes off. They try to do all this other kind of stuff, and I'm fed up. This is why I'm fighting back. But you're another one that uses her name and tried to impersonate her and do all kinds of stupid shit to target Autumn Parrish. You know, you guys are idiots. You really are. And all this cyber stalking, cyberbullying is not going to get you anywhere. It's not. Eventually, you're going to get yourself in serious shit over all this. That is the email or the channel that they're doing all this stuff on. Just to let you know that for a fact. Okay, I gotta do something now. Damn it. She's not gotten fat, you fool. See, this is how stupid a lot of you are. Big time. You guys are just downright idiotic fools. This is why I tell her to hide you, block you, or whatever else it takes. Because you guys are not worth it. Autumn, they do that is because that they're fools. They know this. I'm going to end this. I'm done with the stupid people. I got things I got to do anyway. So, see you guys. Have a nice life.